Hi everyone, welcome to Peach Betty. My name is Morgan and this is Sullivan, my son. Today we are going to be baking cream puffs. Croquembouche is French for crunchy in the mouth, and that's because it's a bunch of cream puffs stuck together with crunchy caramel and covered in a little nest of caramel glaze. We're going to start by making the cream puffs. What you're going to do is you're going to take water and butter and melt it all together. Once it starts to come to a boil, you're going to add all-purpose flour and salt. And we're going to use a wooden spoon to stir this all together. You're going to keep stirring and stirring constantly until it becomes a nice ball of dough. It's not going to stick to the sides of the pans anymore. Gross! So here is our mixture. It is hot, hot, hot. It looks like mashed potatoes, but it is completely cleaning the bottom and the sides of the pan. So, as it's hot right now, we're going to dump it into our mixing bowl. Hot, hot, hot. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn our mixer on about a medium to high speed and just get rid of all of that steam and cool it off just a little bit before we add our eggs. Ready?
Go.
Go.
No.
No? We're almost done. We gotta wait for the steam to disappear.
No.
Yeah, yes, yes.
No.
That's how it works. If we don't wait, our eggs will cook too fast. Alright, our steam has disappeared, so now we can go ahead and add our eggs, which usually I leave whole and add one at a time, but somebody decided to mix these, so we'll see how this goes. The measurements are usually 4 eggs, but depending on how wet this mixture is, will depend on if you need all of the eggs. So add these one at a time. We'll pour this in. Ready? Just mix it until you can't see the egg anymore. All done? All right, add the next one. Boop. So with each addition, it starts to look a little curdled. Just keep mixing it until it's smooth. Let's look. So the trick to tell when it's done is you get some in between your fingers and it should stretch like chewing gum. Can you do this? Oh, eat it. Oh, is it good? I'm not sure. Okay, now we have to pipe them. So this is all good to go. It's stretched. So we're gonna start putting it into our piping bag. All right, so I have cleaned up. I have our piping bag here, and that was our parchment on the floor. We are going to take a piping bag with a small round tip and fill it up. Or you have the option of using a tiny ice cream scooper and scooping them. So I'm gonna fill this and Sullivan's gonna scoop them. Are you getting down?
Good.
Down? Okay. A trick to make sure that your parchment doesn't move while you're piping is to put just a little bit of put a little bit of the batter in the corners. And then stick your parchment on top of that. 3. Okay, I'm gonna pipe them while you scoop them. So to pipe them, you want to be as clean as possible. So start straight up and down. Let it become a nice flat ball. Stop squeezing. And twist up. It's okay if you have a little point, because when we egg wash these, that'll help us press that point down. Now you just become a machine. Give them room because they puff and they get a lot larger. After all your puffs are piped, we can go ahead and take an egg wash with a pastry brush and just go on top. And this is how we can flatten those little tips. Make sure they're all covered, because this is like tan lines. Wherever you don't have it, you're gonna see it. Now that they're all brushed, we're gonna stick them into a 425-degree oven, and we're gonna rotate them between 12 minutes until they're nice and golden brown and hollow on the inside. These guys just came out of the oven. They were in for 24 minutes. Rotated halfway through. They smell good. So when you tap on them, they sound hollow on the inside. Can you tap? So now as they cool, I'm gonna take a knife and just put a hole in the bottom, just by going back and forth. We gotta put a hole in here, that way we can fill it with the whipped cream. After we put a hole in them, we wanna put them on a wire rack so they don't get soggy bottoms. We want them to stay nice and crispy, but soft on the inside. Wow! You can see the difference between one that was scooped and one that was piped. It's a lot more round. But if you just don't have the time or don't feel like you have the skill, go ahead and just scoop them. No one will know. They'll taste just the same. Okay, now that our cream puffs are out of the oven and cooling, we're gonna make some Chantilly cream to fill them with. And that's just a fancy way of saying whipped cream that's made with granulated sugar and not powdered sugar. So, when you're whipping cream, make sure everything is cold. Your cream, you can even put your bowl in the freezer. Pour your cream into your cold bowl. We're gonna start mixing it, and once we see a nice little cloud come through, we're gonna sprinkle in our sugar and then whip it up on high. On eating these today, you can freeze them. Freeze them before you fill them, and then when you're ready to eat them, let them thaw, and then just crisp them back up in the oven for about 12 minutes. And they're ready to go. Okay, so this is the dangerous part. So Sullivan's gonna take a little alphabet break, and I'm gonna make the caramel to stick all of these yummy puffs together. So we have sugar, we have corn syrup, and I add a little bit of water just to make sure that our sugar dissolves nicely. We're going to put it on the stove and bring it to a nice bubble until it becomes a nice amber color. Once it's a nice caramel color, I'm going to go ahead and take it off the stove and dunk all of our puffs in and assemble our tree. Done. What do you think? So this makes a huge mess, as you can tell. I recommend you put parchment or something underneath your cake stand so you don't have to scrape it off of your countertop. Oh my goodness! What's inside? Those are really good. Something that's important is to make sure you don't stir your caramel. If you stick something in there, it'll cool it off and the whole thing will start to crystallize. Yeah. Alright, we're all done. Thank you for watching our video. Please like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss all the videos we post every Sunday. Let us know what you think. Tell us what you want us to bake and we'll do it. If you like this dress, you can purchase it on our Etsy page. It's Peach Betty Vintage. That's why it still has the tag. And if you want to follow us on Instagram, it's just Peach Betty. He's ready to tear into this thing. We'll see you guys next week. Bye. Bye. I love you. Bye. It's definitely crunchy. Thunder.